Hey everyone, let's unbox and aboard the travel boat adventure by LEGO Friends. This is set number 42664, contains 685 pieces, retails for $74.99, and set was provided by the LEGO Group for review. Thank you, LEGO. And just by first impressions, this looks pretty interesting. Looks like we got ourselves a large sailboat with a sun deck and a hole with the slide and a little, looks like a jet ski. Looks like we're doing all sorts of stuff here. And this looks really fun. I mean, who doesn't like going on the sailboat on the lake or the ocean? Not too bad. And here we have dolphins, Zach, Paisley, Sky, and Celine. Not too bad. So looks like we get a baby dolphin here too. And here's the top of the box. Looks like we get plenty of accessories here. Yeah, doesn't look too bad, does it? This looks real fun. And here's the back of the box, and it's kind of dark and gloomy back here, but this slide looks pretty fun. I can't wait to explore this one. And just by looking at this, looks like we get a lot of stuff to do here. Alright, I can't wait to unbox this and go for a boat ride. Who doesn't like that? Take a trip on the water and have some fun. Let's hope building this set is fun, but before we can do that, we're going to have to take a look at the parts, especially with the tape being stubborn. Of course, I could have sped through all that, but that wouldn't be no fun. And yeah, so we got a nice little tray to put our set in. Oh, everything's transparent so we could see inside. Well, obviously we know it comes with a brick separator, so that's good. All right, what I'm going to do is let's just dump everything out here, and we're just going to go through it. Okay, so it looks like we have ourselves some dark nougat 16 by 16 stud plates. That's good for clay soil. Not too bad. Got ourselves a little water slide piece. And, well, now we know there's at least 6 bags. Even I was questioning on how many bags were in here. Well, now I know. Alright, well, here's the sails, and boy, those are wrinkled, LEGO. Seriously? You know, you should have put some of the stuff in at least in a separate bag, but may have to ding this one down because of sloppy packing. Brownie face, don't fall. And sorry if I'm bumping into the camera. I'm just trying to keep things from falling off the workbench here. Okay, so we got 7 bags. That's not too bad. I just have to figure out how to break this video down here. And let's see what we got in here. Okay. Probably cake with stickers. I don't see any stickers in there, so that's good so far. And I hope this is a collaborative build, but I've noticed they have this silhouetted out. So this might be a group build. Alright, this might be a group build after all, because it's building sections of the boat and we put everything together. We'll take a look at the stickers, and it's a big old sticker sheet. Yeah, I think that this might be up to 4 people. We don't know yet. And the stickers. Yikes, my goodness. I gotta put all those on there. I have to put them on because it is a review offer, but yeah, I mean, for just a small little boat, that's a lot of stuff there to put on. Okay, so how am I going to break this set up? I'm thinking of, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's the last one there. And the best thing to do, first off, these I'm probably going to, could I do 6? I mean, because could I do, if I can find the right book here, could I do both of these in one installment? I have a bunch of other videos I got to get done, and to sit and do this whole thing, it's not like it's going to be boring. I was only expecting about 5 bags, 7 bags. Ooh. I could always move stuff around. Let me take a look here. I have a spreadsheet of days that I have to release stuff on. And yeah, that's going to be kind of tight. We'll have to... I really don't want to have to combine these two with the review. So I may have to rearrange some stuff. Well, we'll have to get started here. It's mostly just trying to make videos fit into one build installment. Or into several without going over. I'm giving myself 3 build installments. I can get this done comfortably. But where do we start? And I think the best thing to do is to start with bags 1 and 2. And as you saw with the unboxing, the set does come with a brick separator. So that's always a good thing. Yeah, it looks very interesting. I'm just trying to make things fit because I yet got another offer coming in. So I got 15 sets. 2 of them are here right now. They're not going to release until the following month. So, and today is August 14th, 2025. And I'm not in the mood to put those on. And yeah. Okay, let's begin. Let's build it. We're going to start with booklet number 1 and bag 1. And I may just split this down into 4. And then I'll just split this one with the new ones coming up. Everything on this channel right now, if you've been watching, has been all over the place. This should have been done 2 months ago in June. But our lovely president decided to put tariffs on everything, so things now are just getting to be barely on time. So at this point, I just get them done and then just post them when I have time. Yeah, so I've been all over the place. Everybody's getting behind on stuff just because of that. And you know, I'll keep my my opinions to myself there because it could get pretty nasty. But I'm just fed up with that whole thing here. So looks like we're putting together Sky. Hope I set that name correctly on the box. Yeah, I need to get a plate. I'm kind of all over the place today. I'm just I want to get onto tutorials. I'm going to be stuck in review island for a while, so I'm going to try to squeeze some small tutorials here and there. That's another reason why I do small tutorials, is because I'm doing set reviews. This one looks fun though. It's just I'm swamped. I'm literally swamped with somebody else's interpretation of a build. And I want to build from my mind, you know, so I can't right now. I got to do all the reviews. It's like getting your vegetables before dessert. You always have more vegetables in dessert, and I don't have the ring light on. Okay, let me get that set up here. So today's like lovely Thursday. And prices of memory cards keep going up, so right now I'm wasting more memory cards because that's the cool thing to do. Well, don't worry, guys and gals, we'll get set up here. And that Sky, if it will focus in here. Oh, you know why it's not focusing in? I had it on. I hope I don't have to redo the whole video again. The unboxing and stuff. You know, guys and gals, for those who are not patient with me, I'm taking care of a family. I'm working 60 plus hours a week. That's more than some people I know. Some people I know don't even have a job. And in addition, doing the review stuff, and I rarely get to have my brain like literally reset at all. So if it's blurry, it's blurry. I can't help that, you know. I don't have a cameraman that reminds me and says, Jay, you got to check everything, you know. So now we're starting, looks like part of the hull of the ship. And yeah, so if somebody says it's blurry, I'm sorry, I can't reshoot something again. I could probably do the intro, but the unboxing would be very hard. And this camera's got very narrow spectrum for that. But I mean, really, things happen from time to time. I don't know. I was just like, what? You know, it looked fine on here, but most people on YouTube watch my videos up to 1080p anyways. Nobody really watches it in 4K. So I usually, when I get somebody that complains, and I usually slip up if something's not focused right, I'm like, listen, you know, hey, I work a lot of hours. I'm taking care of a family. I forget things from time to time. I don't have free time anymore. Just be thankful, you know, you're getting a video, you know. I wonder how bad these are scratched. So we're already dinging it at a 9 because the box has been packed sloppy. And yeah, we'll be down to an 8 here real soon. I think we are. We are down to an 8, folks. We are down to an 8. Like a Smurf like that, yeah, 8 it is. Lego, I'm not playing games today. Don't worry, the tour will be all autofocused. I had it set on manual because I was doing minifigures on another set. So usually I put those on a fixed focus, as the camera will just focus on the background more than it will focus on what I'm doing. I'm missing one of these here. Oh, there it is. Well, yeah, I mean, that's not too bad, huh? Not too bad at all for the base. And there's not a whole lot of small pieces so far. Looks like it's mostly big stuff, so that's really good. Yep. Well, that door came in without a scratch, but still, I'm just, I'm all over the place, you know. I just, some people that I know, try not to make these a rant session, but some people I know get vacations for literally doing nothing. I mean, literally, seriously, sitting at home playing video games, doing nothing, and they don't have to work. And here I am, trying to think of some nice things to do, and yeah, that's like, yeah, you know. And I forgot to hit the stopwatch to time myself here. I got some memory cards cleaned off right now. It's not a whole lot, but it should be enough to get most of the ship done. I think this is going to be a fun build. I'm hoping this one, it looks like we're snapping parts together. If we snap them together and it's a collaborative build, that's really good. And I'm just going to be marking off a packing and stickers. Back in the old days, I used to never mark off for packing, but now I've just kind of gotten a little on a hiatus. I'm like, you know, that's kind of unacceptable, you know, for the packing being all, you know. Well, I think this is going to be a nice little sailboat. If you can clean this one up a little bit, this would make a nice little mini yacht for your city. You know, that kind of thing. So now I need to make a note to myself, check autofocus. I have one on here that says check memory card. I will put that on my checklist on. I have a little note on my camera that just says check this, check that. So check, make sure that the focus is always set on auto. Sometimes this autofocus doesn't work very well. When there's a lot of white pieces on a white table, it can't focus in on it very well. That's the thing. Well, we're sure using a lot of inverted bricks with bow, aren't we? I need a lot of these. These are nice and handy. These are good for making roofs. You could use them for making trees. There's so many items you could use these for. And I need to place a parts order. There's a build that I want to do. The parts exist in a certain color that I've always been wanting to build out of. And they're finally here. So I got to do those. Yeah, not too bad at all. Now we got to take our scratched windows and put them in here. And yeah. And I will be right back. Wait, before I leave, hold on, let me put these in here. Hold up, just, okay. Now I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Good thing too, we got to put sticker number 3 on a slope. What a waste. Let's see what that one there is. Yeah, but I'm like running around with a chicken with its head cut off. So obviously the stickers are not in order. Unless we skipped 1 and 2. These type of slopes are good for roofs, obviously, but for maybe making bluffs for your city with a sandy beach or something. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, the kids started school this week, so that's good news. So now I can focus on a trip now. Now we need sticker number 4. So now my girlfriend and I were planning out something fun. But we were talking about both of us are not going to have free time until November. Late November. We're both going to have about, between the both of us, like I think I'm getting 10 weeks off because I've already used some this summer. And in addition to that, okay, fine, these are already scratched anyways. She's getting off a few weeks, so we've already synced everything up. We're like, okay, we're getting something planned. Getting out of Dodge. So I can't wait to do that. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, we're doing lots of stickers right now. Sticker number 2. I bet sticker number 1's going to go on the last one of these. I'm not a fan of stickers. Now here's the deal. If you don't like putting stickers on your builds, don't. Okay, some people don't. I'm one of them. I have to do it. Because I have to rip this stuff off. You know what I forgot to do? Put some 1x1s in here. We'll put those in there real quick. Yeah, that's not too bad so far. I mean, it's keeping my interest, which is really good. And I bet sticker number 1's going to go on the last one, and it does. So we're already nailing out stickers at pretty much at the beginning of the build. Not really my cup of tea. I can't wait to see how bad this video turned out on the beginning here. Most people watch the builds anyways. I get more views on build than I do on the review portions. The review will be correct. So when I get done, I will write a note in addition to checking batteries, checking memory cards, you know, checking the time, check make check autofocus is on. This one's got a manual autofocus switch, a physical switch, so I can't. I mean, it's got one that I can press here, focus adjust, but you know, I don't want to mess with it too much and break something. Yeah, you know, it's just life. You know, I just got too many things going on and not enough time to do them. I'm hoping this one is a... Well, my stomach's growling and I just had a lunch. I'm just hoping this is going to be a collaborative build. Because the more important thing is that kind of thing. Okay. You know, I may have to do what some YouTubers do. Now we're putting the arches on here. Is put on a disclaimer on the videos. That'd be kind of cool for airplane windows. Like, oh, I forgot to turn off the autofocus so people don't ask questions. Or turn on autofocus. I forgot to do this. I've watched other people who really have royally messed up. Now, the problem with doing unboxings or builds is I only have one shot. Lego doesn't send me 3 or 4 of the same set. If I mess up, I roll with it. You know, that kind of thing. So, you know, it's an honest boo-boo. You know, that happens. I'm trying to think of any other questions I've been getting asked lately by a few of you guys and gals on YouTube. Somebody asked me the other day, is this my job? No. This is just something I do to get away from screens and computers. Even though if I'm looking at a screen right now, which is the viewfinder, it doesn't really count. Why isn't that wanting to go in there? Oh, and by the way, make sure you're pinching these right in here. Looks like you got a lot of play area, and there's a lot of space in this one here. So we're really cooking on this one. And yeah, these ships are a bit too big for an average city, but they're really meant for play. Is there something that's supposed to go in there? Oh, there's supposed to be that. It's like, that's something white in there. Yeah, every time I turn around, I got more sets coming in. I know some people think I'm lucky, but it does take a lot out of you when you want to do your own builds. And, oh, so we got some doors that go in. These are handy for making, you know, like my campers, ambulances, cargo vehicles, and they're using them right there like that. So that's kind of cool. There must be just some doors here to take you inside. Wish they make those 5 studs or 5 bricks tall. I would have used one of those rounded plates in there instead of these. So it's rounded with the door. I bet you that's probably for the slide. Not much of a slide, huh? Yeah, but these type of sets, you know. Oh, yeah, now I remember now. Speaking of that, you know, I've noticed a lot more dudes are building with friend sets. And I remember one of you commented, I can't remember your name, my apologies, said you like the colors, you like the way these sets look, and it reminds you of building stuff when you were a kid. Yeah, that's why I like these. They're bright and colorful. Yeah, these are really, these are a winner. So if you're one of those guys that's just scared of these, hey, there's more for the rest of us who actually appreciate these bright, vibrant, vivid colors. I mean, especially this right here would be a normal city build. This would work as a for your Lego City yacht. Just take off the pinks and stuff you don't want and put the colors you do want, and there you go. You got yourself a whole city build. Be custom at that point. They'll never know. Okay. And then we add some slopes here. So it looks like bag 1 just does sky, and it does this. You know, what happens if I make a mistake on audio? I could do voiceovers, but video is a little different. I mean, I could rebag everything, retape it up, and redo everything, but it's a little late now. I gotta have some mistakes in these, folks. I can't make them all perfect. Okay, this doesn't go here. Yeah, be careful. You can make mistakes very easily, and it's mistakes that I'm making, so it's not the building guide. That's just because I'm just got a lot of other things going here. I like these slides. These are so cool. If you're getting a bunch of sets, hoard those, because they're good for playgrounds. If you're into making marble mazes, but that goes there. No, it doesn't, but it goes here. Like that. That must be a place to sit there and hide, huh? Okay, now it looks like we're building ourselves some kind of an oven with some treats. I mean, we got to have some yummy stuff while we're on the boat. I've been only on a boat one time. That was out on a lake. When I was a kid, we went with my neighbor. My dad and neighbor, he was really a cool guy, and we went on his fishing boat. That was the coolest thing. We left at 5 a.m. in the morning, which is real fun. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know how old I was, probably like 7 or 8 years old. I only remember going on the ship at night. We were on at night. The next day we got up, and I remember going under a bridge and seeing the water, but that was it. I don't remember a whole lot of that trip at all. That kind of thing. I wish I can go back and relive it again, but we can't. Well, I can't anyways. I bet that tile's going to go on there, that big one. with a sticker on it. Cool. Not. Alright, sticker number 8, which is this. Oh, we got to have hearts and stuff. It looks like that's what those are. No, those are strawberries and the one that's cut. It's a cutting board. Lego, if that was printed, that'd have been a good piece for a city. So yeah, that's a little cutting board. Let's bring it up and show you there. Okay. Not too bad, folks. And that wraps up there bag number 1 with just a handful of pieces remaining. Not too bad at all. Alright, moving on to bag 2, and I think that's where we're going to wrap up here is with this. And so far, the build's keeping my interest. It's just the stickers and the scuffed parts and the way it was packed was really bad. At least the stickers came in flat. You know, sometimes they'll come in all mangled up. So what I'm gathering is that up to 4 people can build this. I may just keep it into 4 sections instead of 3 like I was planning, because I'd really want to break this down into individual people who can build. You know, so we'll take a look when we get to that point there. And you know what? Let me pull that up there for you. There we go. And looks like we're focusing our attention here, so we're just continuing on with this. We obviously have some waffles, but I'm sure those are either waffles or peanut butter cookies. But you can see where something snaps, so you could probably buy more of these of this set and just make it any size you want. Be really cool. Got your pineapple. Oh, you got that. Looking for one more of these. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. Got to pay attention. Yeah, so I'm just right now. I'm just relaxing finally. And those doors do go up against those studs. Okay, that's cool. So these might be really short installments, all the easier, because shorter installments are actually easier to edit than a big, massive hour and a half video. I'm always looking for these. And of course, cool yellow, you know. But I'm always looking for these. See, Lego, why don't we put these here so we don't have these sharp corners? I would have used those instead. Maybe there's something straight that goes on there we don't know. I do miss hanging out with my dad and stuff when him and I had some time. Oops, that's not supposed to go there. I know my buddy and his friend came back and they caught a few fish. It was cool. It's like, man, you're lucky. I wish I can't hang out with my dad anymore, but you know. My dad's birthday will be coming up soon, and yeah, just got to figure out what we're going to do about that. I think what we'll do is we'll just probably go to the cemetery or something. That's it. It sounds weird because before we used to plan my dad's birthdays, we would do some fun stuff. And now we don't anymore. Number 7, which is a TV. Why do we have a TV on a boat? You should be outside enjoying the water. Why would you want to be cooped up inside watching the big screen? I can get that on there. Well, I got that on there. Well, a little low. I don't know what that is. It's like a video game, maybe? Well, that's worse. Why would you be on a boat playing video games? Okay. This must be the multimedia room. And I am dropping broken cell phones all over the floor. I got a couple of old iPhones that are just kind of pretty much more or less broken junk, and one of them actually has a battery that's like 99% health, so I'm gonna swap it out of another one that's kind of lousy and then make 1 or 2 good phones out of them. What do I do with old phones? They're good for iPods, like an MP3 player. I have an old junk iPhone 8 that I use in the car just for an MP3 player. If somebody takes it, they're not going to get a whole lot. So I've been kind of doing that. Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be a... Does it even say on the box that it's how many people can build this? It doesn't say it. I guess they want to surprise us. But I'm always hoping for the best. Oh, wait a minute. The TV is not supposed to go here. It's supposed to go up there. My bad. There we go. See, I'm not even paying attention today. But at least I'm not lying to you. I'm just not focused today. But I'm in the mood to physically do something other than that. Oh, they put an arrow there to show you where that tile goes. It must be the rug. So now you can use these pieces here for TV screens. Well, this answered my question. These are game controllers. What is that? PlayStation? Xbox? Obviously not a Wii or anything. Okay, now it looks like we're building ourselves a sofa. You know, it's like going camping. When I was little, it was always cool to bring the TV camping, you know. It was something to do at night. And as I got older, I was like, why are we bringing a TV for, you know? I understand at night, but in the daytime, it's like, I wouldn't want to just sit and watch TV. Now it's like, now when I'm camping, the only thing I bring is a cell phone and then a charging station to charge the phone, a solar panel and a phone. You know, you never know. And that's what I bring. Oh, okay. We're wrapping around. That's not too bad. I mean, yeah, I don't like the holes there, but I mean, what can you do? There's just some things you just cannot do. I bet that 2x4 tile is going to go on there. But at least I get to share my build experience with you guys and gals. At least you know where the reviews are coming from. Alright, and then back around here, I have overflowed on these inverted pieces now. They're just, they're so plentiful. I had these in one little drawer. Now I've moved up to a big drawer. And I'm starting to think of where I'm going to put the rest of them back, because I'm actually overflowing on those now at that point. Except for the little notches for the bricks. That's not a bad little sofa there. And then this goes, wow, that close? We're literally sitting on top of the TV. You may as well put it right here then. I was expecting it to be about there, but no, it's right here. I think. They show 10 studs at this angle. There's 10 studs. So, push that down pretty good. So yeah, that's it there. I don't know. That's kind of close, huh? And then we're adding some other stuff here in the back. Could be the stairs to get up to the top. Okay, now it looks like we're doing more seating. Ooh, I could use this teal color. And the I got plenty of medium azure, but the teal, not so much. Boy, I'll tell you, I'm having fun putting this one together. Whoever gets this, you're going to have a lot of fun. But I've been reading a lot of your comments for you guys who buy these things. You part them out. Yeah, that's a lot of people ask me, Jay, where do you get all these weird, oddball, exotic colors? And I'm like, friend sets. They're like, oh, never mind. I'm just thinking, oh, if I told you city, you wouldn't believe me. Or no, they would believe me. Okay. And then these go right here. So this, I have a feeling, is not going to be anything for stairs. You know what it is? Probably a dining room table. Which is pretty much what we're doing. So we're doing the seating and tables. These are not couches, obviously. And we got to make 2 of these here. So it looks like we are having breakfast, waffles and eggs. Doesn't that sound good? Except it's too hot to have waffles. That does sound good. When it's cold outside, a nice warm waffle with warm syrup. Yummy. I know some of you have told me you don't like me mentioning food in these, but I'm sorry I have to. And while I'm speaking of that, I want to thank everyone on my main channel for contributing. That's always a big help. Stay away from reviews. Hopefully one day we'll have a lot of tutorials. I want to thank my Patreon supporters and regretful customers. It's always a big help. And I want to thank everyone who takes the time to comment. It's fun to read everybody's comments on it. That's always like that. And of course you can like and subscribe and all that stuff. And if you don't like this type of video, I'll understand. I'm not for everybody. I know I get crazy on rants and stuff, but ooh, sometimes my builds are pretty good. And you get 2 orange slices. These are printed. I will be hoarding those up. I got a couple of them, but you take those with the orange Technic balls, you got oranges. Yummy, huh? So we're having orange slices with our thing. And oh, we got pineapple too. Except I don't know what I'm doing right now. It's pineapple on a perch. So it could be a cake, a pineapple cake. We don't know. I don't know if there even is such thing as a pineapple cake. With a heart on top. Oh, it's Heart Lake. Oh, cool. A green heart means the cake is extra healthy. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Yum, yum, yum. Gotta eat that pineapple cake and your waffles. Boy, I want to be on this ship. This seems like this would be a fun little trip. Except for the video game stuff. But we got something to do at night when it's dark. Yeah, I have to say honestly, just for what we started out with, I mean, that's a lot of detail. That'd be good for like a small little apartment or something. These friend sets are getting kind of crazy on detail here. I don't have that piece in the... I think that's light nougat. No, that's dark nougat. Alright. And that's it. It shows where Sky is in there all by herself. So that is a juice box. And yeah, we can't put anything together because we're not done yet. But let's take a look here. I have this. Dude, like seriously, am I really in? Guys, I'm a surfer. What can I say? That's a fun one. That's a fun one there. It's a little on the brittle side, average friend build quality, but this one is a fun one. Is it collaborative build? Yes. You want a family build? There you go. Very fun. And that wraps up the build. Summation of Thoughts. And yeah, in addition to all the spare pieces we get here, which is really cool, the set is keeping my interest, surprisingly. Brick separators included. Score right now, I say, is at a solid 8. The reason being is packing, scratched pieces, and the amount of stickers. Stickers are not too hard. We haven't had any issues with them yet. And overall, I am pleased with this set. Now, the next question is, we'll find out in the next build installment if I can keep things from falling on me here. Is this a collaborative build? I don't know yet. It might be. It might be. We don't know yet, but I'm hoping. But tell me what you think so far. And honestly, though, yeah, this one here, I think is fun. Very fun.